Hey there, aviation enthusiasts! Welcome back to our channel where we bring you the latest and greatest from the world of flying. Today we have an exciting topic to discuss, Lufthansa's A380 expansion and how it's going to revolutionize the skies of tomorrow. So buckle up and get ready for an exhilarating journey. Now let's not waste any time and get started right away. The airline business is always changing because passenger needs change. People are more worried about the environment and technology keeps getting better. Lufthansa, which is one of the most popular airlines in Europe, has been at the front of this change from the beginning. Since it first came out, the Airbus A380, which is one of their most famous planes, has been a sign of both luxury and new ideas. In the past few years, there have been rumors and talks about the chance of Lufthansa adding more A380 planes to its fleet. This expansion would be a big deal for the airline because it would help it improve its long-distance services and compete better in the international airline market. The Airbus A380 is a miracle in the world of modern aviation. Before getting into Lufthansa's plans to grow, it's important to know why the A380 is such a great plane. The Airbus A380 is the world's biggest passenger plane that's used for business. It's known for having a large cabin and being able to hold more than 800 people in a two-class arrangement. Its size alone makes it stand out, but it also does a great job of making its riders comfortable and getting things done quickly. The A380 and Lufthansa work well together. The A380 Super Jumbo was added to Lufthansa's service for the first time in 2010, making it one of the first airlines to use the plane. First, the airline ordered 15 A380s, which were used to take people to high-demand places around the world, such as Asia, North America, and South Africa. Lufthansa was able to give its customers a high-end experience on the Airbus A380 by putting in things like a plush first-class lounge, roomy business-class seats, and cutting-edge in-flight entertainment systems. Lufthansa's had to deal with a number of problems. Even so, Lufthansa has had problems with its A380 fleet. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there were a lot of problems in the aviation business, which made less people want to fly. As a direct result of this, airlines like Lufthansa were forced to briefly park a lot of their planes, including the A380s. Because passenger travel in the future is hard to predict, the epidemic made people wonder if it would be possible to run such big planes for a long time. Lufthansa's post-pandemic strategy. Because of the pandemic, Lufthansa and a lot of other airlines had to do a study of their fleets and how they ran their businesses. The airline took steps to cut costs, such as getting rid of some older planes and putting a few A380s into a temporary decommissioning state. Even so, Lufthansa didn't get rid of its A380 fleet and kept seeing these planes as an important part of its long-haul operations. Without a question, let's look into the most important parts of this project to learn more about how Lufthansa's A380 fleet will grow in the future. By market analysis, Lufthansa has to do a thorough market analysis to find out which lines would be the most profitable for the A380 to fly. This means looking at the rivals, figuring out the demand trends, and learning about the travel restrictions in different areas. Bringing changes to the planes. If Lufthansa decides to add more A380s to its fleet, the airline might think about updating its older planes with newer technologies and internal layouts to make passengers more comfortable and save more energy. Making sustainability efforts. Lufthansa could look into sustainability aviation programs like carbon offsets, the use of sustainable aviation fuels or SAFs, and investing in next-generation planes that are better for the environment. Making financial investments. Adding to the number of A380s in a fleet needs a big investment of money. Lufthansa would need to find money to pay for new planes, changes to existing planes, and operating costs. This could be done through partnerships or other financing deals. Coming up with fleet strategy. Lufthansa needs to figure out how adding more A380 planes to its fleet fits into the bigger fleet strategy of the company. This includes figuring out how many A380s should be in the company's fleet compared to other types of planes. Making a route network. The airline would have to do a study to see if the A380 is a good fit for both its current and future route networks. There may be some lines that don't need the A380's capacity, but there are many others that could really benefit from it. Improving the passenger experience. Part of Lufthansa's success with the A380 can be credited to the fact that the airline has worked hard to improve its customers' time in the air. If we were to add more planes to our fleet, we would have to keep up with or even improve the level of service and passenger amenities that we already offer. Doing proper crew training. Adding more A380s would mean putting more resources into repair and giving pilots and crew members more training. Lufthansa is responsible for making sure it has the ability to handle the bigger fleet. Recovering after an epidemic. The time of the epidemic spread is the most important thing. Lufthansa would need to look at how quickly the economy is getting better after the pandemic to make sure that its plans for growth match the expected rise in customer demand. Competition. Several other airlines like Emirates and Singapore Airlines have big fleets of A380 planes. Lufthansa would have to think about how its development plans would place the company in relation to its competitors and the market as a whole when making its plans for growth. Adding more A380s to the fleet. This might need approval from the right people, especially if there are concerns about how it will affect the market or the environment. There must be approval from the government. Lufthansa would have to get around these rules and restrictions. Bringing innovation and technology. Lufthansa may look into adding new technologies to the Airbus A380, such as engines that make less noise and better in-flight entertainment systems in order to keep its position as the market leader. Passenger demand segmentation. Lufthansa could change its plans for expanding the A380 to meet the needs of different types of passengers. For example, it could offer a mix of luxury and economy class seats to make the most money possible. Making partnerships and alliances. If Lufthansa made smart partnerships or alliances with other airlines, it might be able to make its A380 operations more efficient, get more resources, and reach a wider range of customers. The whole aviation business is very interested in the idea that Lufthansa might add more A380 planes to its fleet. The airline's choice will have a lot of effects on its customers, the environment, and its standing in the market. Given the constant changes in the aviation business, how Lufthansa grows its A380 fleet will be a key factor in deciding what long-distance air travel will be like in the years to come. That was all from our side. Thank you for soaring with us today on The Aviation. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through the skies exploring the fascinating world of aviation. If you found this content engaging and informative, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our thrilling aviation content. Whether you're a seasoned aviator or simply have a passion for the wonders of flight, The Aviation is your go-to destination for the latest updates and in-depth insights into the world above the clouds. Join us on our next flight as we continue to unravel the mysteries of aviation, share captivating news, and stay up to date with cutting-edge technology that's shaping the future of air travel. Together, let's keep our love for aviation soaring high. Remember, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Fly safe, stay curious, and always reach for the stars. Until our next adventure, signing off from The Aviation. Until next time.